Hello, friends, and welcome to this podcast. I'm going to talk about music. I'm gonna bring up a really obvious choice right now. A band that everyone loves, I think, and I'm going to bring up an album by them that everyone loves. So it's almost kind of pointless to even talk about them, but I like them so much that I want to talk about them. They are a fantastic pop band. They appeared in the olden days, back when I was starting out in playing bands and stuff like that. They were a huge inspiration, and they are called. What is this band? Oh, the Cars. Yes, the Cars. This album has so many great songs on it. It's nuts. This is like a greatest hits album, but it's literally their first album. So every song on here is just fantastic. There's no filler, and there's nothing on here that isn't incredible. It's produced by Roy Thomas Baker, so it sounds really good. The songwriting on here is just spotless. It's kind of the dawn of new wave, I think, is what people would eventually be calling it. This is actually a '70s album. I think this is 1979. It's everybody on here, all the players, all the band members, are just the top notch. The guitar playing on here is something that I really love. I really appreciate the guitar playing so much. The guitar solos, particularly, are so beautifully constructed, melodically constructed. Elliot Easton is a fantastic guitar player. A lot of times his name doesn't come up when people are talking about their favorite guitar players or their best guitar players in the world or whatever. But he certainly is one of them. I know that among my musician friends, he is, greatly beloved. But he plays in a way that you sometimes don't expect for rock and roll, or it's a kind of where you can tell he wrote the guitar solo beforehand. It's not just one of these wild, tearing up and down, shredding the key, the frets and burning out this, bluesy, emotional guitar solo improvisation. He plays in these great, almost like a rockabilly style, where he's playing the melody of his guitar solo along with the song. It works so well with the song. There's a lot of electronics on here, a lot of synthesizers, a lot of syntheticness to the sound, a lot of the sort of driving pogo kind of new wave beats, that people were really dancing to in those days. There's a lot of just driving music on here. When these guys played live, everybody was dancing, and that was back in the days when people weren't too cool to dance. But yeah, you got your great folks on here. This is the band. All of them incredible. Rick Ocasek did his solo albums, which are also highly recommended. Benjamin Orr, incredible bass player and singer. A lot of people think Rick Ocasek sang all the songs in the Cars, but what you're remembering a lot of times is Benjamin Orr's voice. Then you got your Elliot Easton and your other guys over here, drummer, keyboard player, whose names are probably down here right now, and just great stuff. This is like one of those happy albums that will get you energized. It's very energetic pop music, really fun pop music. Some people back in the day, I think, didn't, they were not into the car. People who were not into the Cars were saying that it was too fluffy and light, but I disagree. I think it's kind of, there's an edge to it. It's definitely got an edge to some of the songs. There's, I'm not going to get into each and every song. I'm just going to tell you that this is an album that you should go back and listen to. I know you have this in your collection somewhere. And if you don't, you should, if you like music. it's not, there's not really a whole lot else that can be said about this other than every song is just a pop gem. And I just wanted to bring it in here. I wanted to bring it into the podcast and just show it. I wanted to be in the same picture with it, you know, and talk about these songs and how much fun they are. And I still listen to this album. It's a great one. It still sounds really good too. The production is great. Put this on your stereo and when you have some friends over, and I guarantee if your friends are cool, then they're gonna go, "Oh, I love this band. I love the Cars. Wow, this is such a great song." And then when the next song starts, they're gonna go, "Oh, I love this song too. This is a great one." It's one of those albums. So anyway, with that said, I'm gonna say thank you for joining me. Thanks for making it through it this far. Hear me talking about such an obvious choice for a favorite album. In the Cars. Who doesn't love the Cars? Anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening. I will talk to you again real soon.